There is a class of vessel that isn't built to sail the ocean. It's built to rule it. Super yachts longer than football fields, worth more than small nations' economies, hidden behind NDAs and offshore shell companies. Today, we're stepping aboard the most expensive super yachts ever built. Floating palaces with helipads, submarines, and price tags that start at $500 million. Start with the Eclipse, once owned by Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich. At 533 feet long, it held the title of world's largest private yacht for over a decade. Its price? Approximately $1.5 billion. Eclipse reportedly carries 2 helicopter pads, a submarine capable of diving 50 meters, and a missile defense system, a genuine military-grade shield built into a pleasure yacht. Then there's Azam, built for the former president of the UAE, Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. At 590 feet, it's currently the longest yacht in the world. Its estimated cost, over $600 million. Azam was engineered for speed as much as size, reportedly capable of 30 knots, thanks to a pair of gas turbine engines borrowed from military technology. Red Ocean was commissioned by Norwegian billionaire Kjell Inge Roque, not just for luxury, but for science. At 597 feet, it edges out Azam in length. Built for $350 million, it doubles as a research vessel, capable of housing marine biologists studying ocean health, even as it hosts private guests in 5-star comfort. Dilbar, owned by Russian billionaire Alisher Usmanov, is famous for something rarer than size: volume. At 156 feet in beam, it has the largest interior space of any yacht afloat. Built for roughly $600 million, Dilbar reportedly includes 2 helicopter pads, 2 swimming pools, and a beauty salon, all seized by German authorities in 2022 under sanctions. A reminder that these floating fortunes aren't always untouchable. History Supreme takes the excess further. Built in Dubai, its exterior is layered in solid gold and platinum, including a 9-foot slab of gold in the master suite and a meteorite fragment displayed in the bedroom ceiling. At an estimated $4.5 billion, some argue its value comes more from raw materials than craftsmanship, but by price alone, it may be the most expensive vessel ever built. Sailing Yacht A, commissioned by Russian billionaire Andrei Melnichenko, looks less like a yacht and more like a stealth warship. At 443 feet, it's the largest sailing yacht ever built, with 3 masts standing nearly 19 stories tall, the tallest freestanding masts in the world. Its estimated cost? $450 million, though its radical design alone reportedly took engineers over a decade to perfect. Most superyacht owners never confirm the price they paid. Purchases route through shell companies in the Cayman Islands or Malta, registered to holding firms with names revealing nothing. Crews sign strict non-disclosure agreements. Photographs from paparazzi boats are often the only public evidence these vessels even exist, glimpsed briefly off Monaco or Ibiza before vanishing back into international water. Not every superyacht is privately owned outright. Some operate as ultra-luxury charters. Serene, a 439-foot vessel, reportedly rents for over $1.5 million a week. Its amenities include a helicopter hangar, a mini submarine, and a snow room capable of producing artificial snowfall on demand, even in the middle of the Mediterranean summer. Behind every superyacht is a small handful of elite shipyards capable of building them. Lursen, and Bloem plus Voss in Germany,
The hull
Feed
curvature
Ship in the Netherlands,
needs to be
Fincantieri in Italy. These yards operate more like aerospace manufacturers than boat builders, employing thousands of specialized engineers and typically booking construction slots 3 to 5 years in advance for their wealthiest clients. Owning a superyacht is often called the fastest way to turn a fortune into a smaller fortune. Industry estimates put annual running costs, crew salaries, fuel, dockage, insurance, and maintenance at roughly 10% of the yacht's purchase price every single year. For a $500 million yacht, that's $50 million annually, just to keep it afloat and staffed. A superyacht of this scale typically carries a crew of 40 to 80 people. Captains, engineers, chefs trained in Michelin-starred kitchens, and dedicated staff for every guest suite. Many crew members live aboard for months at a time, on call 24 hours a day, trained to anticipate a billionaire's needs before they're even spoken aloud. In recent years, superyachts have drawn new scrutiny. European Union sanctions after 2022 led to the seizure of several Russian-owned vessels, including Dilbar itself. Environmental groups have calculated that the largest superyachts can emit more carbon in a year than thousands of average households, fueling growing debate in coastal nations over luxury taxes and emissions regulation for the ultra-wealthy. Despite the scrutiny, demand hasn't slowed. Shipyards report record order books with a new wave of hydrogen-powered and hybrid electric superyachts now in development, promising the same scale of luxury with a smaller environmental footprint, assuming, of course, their owners are willing to pay an even steeper premium for the privilege. What all of these yachts share isn't just size. It's the idea that true wealth isn't measured by what you own, but by what you can make disappear. A floating palace with no fixed address, no permanent government, and no rules but your own. That is the real price of a superyacht. Not the number on the invoice, but the world of consequence-free luxury it buys.